All right, so again, each person is starting off with pieces of pasta from 1 to 6. So the first group here, we had them each go through and roll, and they rolled a 2, a 5, and a 2. So they're going to each grab that piece of pasta from their pile and put it together and see if they can make a triangle. So if you each grab, if Isaiah, you take your 2, Lavana your 5, and Jocelyn your 2, put them together on the same desk. Can you make a triangle out of that? Is there any way to get that top to meet? No. So here and it has to stay at the ends. You can't move things in. So from the ends. So in this case, they would say no. If they say no, they can't answer the next 2 questions. If they had said yes, then they would have to determine, all right, is it scalene, isosceles, or equilateral? What does it mean for a triangle to be scalene? No sides are equal. What does it mean to be isosceles? 2 sides are equal, and equilateral, 3 sides. So it's possible you could all roll the same number, and that's okay. Put them together, see if it makes a triangle, then take your piece back because you're going to need it for the next time you roll. You and your group are going to continue down, filling out the entire page. So just going around, rolling, recording those numbers, putting those out, and seeing, can I make a triangle? So I'm going to pause while you and your group go through and get this filled out. Oh, and then the second column, sorry, I talked about the first, the isosceles. If you say it is a triangle, is it acute, obtuse, or right? Acute means all the angles are less than 90 degrees. Right means you have one angle at 90 degrees. And obtuse means you have one angle larger than 90 degrees. But you only fill out those last 2 columns if you say, yes, I have a triangle. So I'm going to pause now and give you time in your group to go through and fill out your page, and Mr. Leva and I will be rotating through if you have any questions. All right, now you and your group should have your whole chart filled out. I'm going to switch back to my notebook here. So I'm not going to take the time to fill out this entire first chart, but we had, just to put it in here, we had 252. We said that was a no, so I couldn't fill out. But you and your group have that entire table filled out, which now brings us to the next page, to page 30. Now I'm going to do task B with you. I'm going to get information from different groups that we're going to fill in here. So I'm going to call on each group, and I'm going to ask you for one set of numbers you said worked and one set of numbers you said didn't work. So starting here with this group in front of me, what is a set of numbers that you said, yes, that makes a triangle? 4, 4, 4. Okay, so 4, 4, 4. And what was a set of numbers that didn't make a triangle? 1, 2, 2. Or 1, 2, 1. Okay, I'll take that because 1, 2, 2 should have been on the yes list. Okay, so I'm going to move along. You should be writing this in. We're filling this in together. All right, so Aaliyah, your group, can you give me a set of numbers that worked? And a set of numbers that didn't work. All right, Alex, your group, a set of numbers that worked. 4, 5, 2, and a set of numbers that didn't work. 4, 1, 2. All right, Sergio, your group, a set of numbers that worked. And a set that didn't work. All right, Victor, your group, a set of numbers that work. And a set of numbers that didn't work. All right, Destiny, your group. All right, Jocelyn, your group. 4, 5, 5, and one that didn't work. 4, 5, 1. All right, Matthew, your group, and set of numbers that worked. And a set that didn't work. All right, Lily, a set of numbers from your group that worked. 2, 4, 3, and a set that didn't work. 4, 1, 5, and then Stephanie from your group, a set that worked, and a set that didn't work. 5, 1, 1. All right, so now you all have a set of numbers. The ones on the left, we said yes, those make triangles. The ones on the right, we said no, they don't make triangles. So now that first question says, with your group, come up with a rule that would always work to determine if you can create a triangle given any 3 side lengths. So we're looking for a rule as to why do all those numbers on the left work and all those numbers on the right don't work. So I'm going to pause while you and your group talk about this. I wrote 4, 3, 6 here. That is not correct. I think I was supposed to write 4, 3, 2 because that would be a group that would not work. So I apologize. So again, all of the numbers on the left do make triangles. All the numbers on the right do not make triangles. And so they want you to come up with a rule. Why is that? Why? How can I know for sure? Because obviously I can't pull out pasta and break them and see does that make a triangle or not every time. So there's got to be some mathematical rule that lets me know just by looking at the numbers if they will or will not make a triangle. So that's what you and your group are to be talking about right now. All right, do we have any relationships that we have noticed about why the numbers on the left work and the numbers on the right don't work? Yes, sir.
I don't know if it's like some of them have like double, like 5, 4, 4.
Right, but so, and another group brought that up. Over here I had 1, 1, 4. So having doubles doesn't necessarily mean, so I agree with you. There are some that have doubles, but just to point out, yeah, we have 5, 4, 4 here, but over here I have 1, 1, 4, 2, 2, 4 that didn't make the cut, and that's okay. We're starting to see patterns, so it's not just that there's doubles, because all the yeses didn't have doubles. I have a 4, 5, 2 that worked. So it can't just be based on doubles. Otherwise, all of the yeses would have doubles and none of the no's would have doubles. We see doubles in both, but it has to do with the relationship. So let's look at that. Why do we think a 5, 4, 4 could work, but a 1, 1, 4? But 5 is odd as well, so the even odd doesn't work either. You guys are laughing, but I'm not hearing any other explanations or theories being thrown out. And I don't think that's funny because I'm recording right now. And yes, I'm leaving that in the recording. So again, this idea of doubles, we have some doubles we said yes, and some doubles we said no. So the doubles we said no to, let's focus on that. Any of the ones we said no to, why did we say no? What happened when we brought those numbers out that caused us to say no? the sides didn't reach. So why would 5, 4, 4 reach, but 1, 1, 4 doesn't reach? They're too short. So we're not digging deep enough here. We're trying to stay at the surface level, and that's where we're getting into trouble here. Yes, sir. All right, now we're getting somewhere. And it's not necessarily just the doubles, but all of the ones that say yes. If you take any of those two numbers and add them together, they're larger than the third number. So 5, 4, 4, what is 5 plus 4? 9 is greater than the other 4, correct? So it worked. If we look at the no column, what is 1 plus 1? Is 2 greater than 4? No, so those two, so it has to do with if two sides, it says, so we need to come up with a rule. If two sides added together are larger than the value of the third side, then you have a triangle.